So you said that we needed to think about commercials.
So have you guys ever just been hit with a nostalgic commercial? Like you're just going through your life and a commercial pops in your mind. I've seen thousands of commercials in my life over the years, but there's a handful that I still randomly think about, and one in particular that aired in 1996, 30 years ago, and I still think about it on the regular. Do you guys have that? Is that just me? Like, there's some classic commercials, there's some funny commercials.
I have a jingle that I sing from one commercial still.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense to anybody but me. And anybody who lived through the 90s. So.
Can you sing the jingle for us?
Maybe copyright infringement.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
My
buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. My buddy and me.
You know that, right?
Was that Teddy Ruxpin?
Kid sister.
And they went
Kid
flat
sister.
at the end.
Kid sister too.
They don't go flat in the commercial. They stay on.
Yeah,
I did go
they're
flat right there at
professionals,
the end.
so they.
My buddy and me.
I always think about, every time I'm at the gas station, every time, I always think about the Jerry Seinfeld commercial from 1996. I don't know why it's stuck in my brain.
What was the advertising?
So he was advertising American Express, and in 1996, he pulls up to the gas station in his nice little car because he likes cars, and there's like a gas station attendant, which is like an East Coast thing more, and like the person in front of him is trying to pump gas, and he gets to $20, but he goes $20.05, so he's like, so he's got to pull out a 20 and then go scramble for some change, and Jerry Seinfeld puts the nozzle in his tank and he starts doing it and he hits it right at $20. The perfect pump is what he calls it. It's the perfect pump. And
It's very back to me.
and then he squeezes a little bit more in and everyone gasps like, what are you doing, Jerry Seinfeld? Like not embracing the perfect pump. That's the look on their face. I don't say that, but that's the look on their face. And then he pulls out his American Express card and he swipes it at the pump and it pays for it.
Okay.
And I remember in 1996 being in small town Oklahoma, like, you can pay at the pump? That's awesome. It was, and I looked it up. I was like, that's been a thing forever. So pay at the pump was created or was introduced in the 80s, but by 1994, 95, only like 13% of pumps in the United States had pay at the pump. It wasn't until like
Quick Trip was one of those, right?
I don't think
they were late.
Because I think since I started driving, I've had pay at the pump. But
well, yeah. So
96,
I was 15, 16. I was just starting when that commercial came out, and I remember thinking, "That's awesome." And to this day, when I'm pumping gas, I'm like, I put a target in my mind and I try to do the perfect pump like Jerry. I always think about that. Always. Every time I'm in the gas station.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy? I went, and so I was like, I wonder if you can find it. And I went on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube.
Sure.
I watched it again. And it's like, man, yeah, it's exactly how I remember it.
This isn't a traumatic experience for you, obviously, but it is wild that has stuck with you.
The things that stick with us is wild.
You said that text to us last night. You're like, "Hey, be thinking about throwback commercials." I was like, "I don't think about any."
I was curious if I was the only one.
So, but what I did is I got on TikTok and I was like, "Well, I better research some '90s commercials." So I spent 40 minutes last night watching commercials.
a trend right now is where people.
So that's when you complained about me giving you homework. That's what you're talking about. You knew you gave me 40 minutes down a rabbit hole. I was like, just spend 10 seconds and think about it.
Yeah, that's not what I did.
A trend right now is people are taking like action 80s and early 90s movies, and then they're dubbing the Mentos freshness thing over the top of it. And that's what I went to, but not all of those are fake, but they work so well.
Yeah, they do. Yes, I think Tremors is one of my favorite. Or no, Cliffhanger, because she dies. It's the opening of Cliffhanger, and when she dies, and it's like Mentos, and she's dead. Oh my gosh, that's dark.
My favorite one is it's Van Damme, and I think it's Bloodsport.
Yeah, I think it's that.
He gets in the taxi, and even and the way they fake fall off the boat. The guys that are chasing him, they slip and they fall off a boat. it looks just like a fake commercial. It was the best.
That's hilarious.
Well, where I landed was okay. I have two observations. One, it's like back in the day, and we've lost this. Back in the day, there were jingles for every product.
Yes.
Like
everything had a jingle.
Yeah, like
my buddy and me.
Mentos
had one. McDonald's had one back in the day. Yeah. Everything that anyone was selling was like, okay, what's our jingle? It's like today. It's like, okay, what's your website name? What's your podcast name?
Bring back Yokiro Taco Bell.
Yeah, it turned into catchphrases.
Yeah,
and then it turned into just like one. Like we used to have a musical phrase or song, and then it turned into a sentence, and now it's like syllables. How few syllables go. Like it's almost like we've dumbed down from a consumer society, right?
Oh yeah.
It's so bizarre. The
first company to bring back jingle, a really good jingle is going to do really well.
We should do that.
We should.
You know, every podcast and every television.
We could all move into the same house together with like Elliot's now a single dad with 4 kids. And you and I are the cool uncles.
Recreating Fuller House. Okay, Fuller House. Go ahead.
And then we started jingle business.
Yeah. But like, you know, I mean, I'm sure you've seen this with television shows. Like back in the day, and they're super annoying when you go back and watch an older show, and there's like a 2-minute song with all the montage, and you see the same one over and over. When you're binge watching that, it's very upsetting.
Yeah.
And then it turned into just like a picture of, you know, like Angel and then no song. And now they just like don't even do it. They just flash the name on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, it's like the credits of movies used to be at the beginning. And when we watch old movies, my kids are like, oh, this is... Because I remember like, I think it was like Batman Begins, which was one of the first movies that I really remember being like, it just jumped in. Yeah. And I was like, there are no credits. This is interesting. Mm-hmm. And so my kids kind of have like this dividing line in time, like BC and AD. It's like before Batman Begins and after Batman Begins. We're watching movies that before Batman Begins, and they're like, "Oh, this is before that time. We have to watch through the credits." And I'm like, "Yeah,
this is back before Batman changed everything."
Batman changed everything.
That is,
and the other thing that movies has kind of ruined them, and this is Marvel's fault. They're always like, my son is always like, "Is there an end credit scene?" Like, this is a movie from 1995. There's no end credit scene.
There's no end credit thing annoys me.
I like they're fun. Yeah. But you do have to wait. It's like you have to wait through the credits.
I like pretending to care about all those people who made the movie.
Yeah, sure.
They're just forcing you to eat more popcorn while you wait.
And actually, I actually wondered if it was like the unions that actually do the real work. Like the actors obviously do real work, but the people who obfuscate. I wonder if their union was like, you know, it'd be really nice if people would actually stick around and see our names.
I bet it was a nod. I bet it was something that the directors or the producers
tried to be nice to them.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
But and I say
there's 100,000 names on the list.
Oh yeah,
and the weird thing is incredible. We'll watch an older movie and Lincoln will say, "Hey, maybe there's an end credit scene," and I'm like, "No." Then I'm like, "But maybe." I'm like. I've never stayed to watch all the credits. I don't know. Do you know for sure that Armageddon in 1995 doesn't have an end credit scene? Has anybody waited?
Maybe Bruce Willis is alive. Maybe he made it off.
Maybe so. The end credit scene is him like ride an asteroid down there or something like, I'm still alive.
The part where Steve Buscemi was like, I was doing that one where he rode the warhead all the way in.
Yeah, Bruce Willis is actually doing it.
He's actually riding it all the way in.
Yeah, exactly. Dr. Strangelove.
There could be an end credit scene for some of those movies.
Yeah, or Klaus isn't really dead at the end of Die Hard. Like, he fell, but maybe he bounced.
Yeah. Some people.
Hans. Sorry.
I was like, Klaus is not right.
Sorry.
It took me a second.
I apologize I'm looking at the camera. I apologize to every man watching this show.
It's a slip. We were talking about Klaus. It's an easy mistake.
Sorry.
Okay. I think the hardest I've ever made Chad laugh. He's in the podcast, but...
Who is Chad? Have we talked about him in a while? I forget who.
Nobody really knows who he is. It's kind of... we were talking about Die Hard, and we were sitting at my grandma's house having coffee, And I just had this thought. And I looked at him and I said, you remember the scene from Die Hard where Alan Rickman realizes that Bruce Willis isn't wearing any shoes? Mm-hmm. And he's looking at his head goon, and he's speaking to him in German, I think. And he says something in German. Like, he's German, his goon is German. He says it, and his goon is like... And then he says it again, and the goon isn't picking up on it. And then Alan Rickman looks at his goon and says, shoot the glass. Because he wants his goon to shoot all the glass in the office so that it'll cut up Bruce Willis's feet.
Yes.
But my question is,
why did
he have to say it in English?
Which was always their second language.
And I was like, and I think really the German phrase of that is really just schützen Sie Glas.
Yeah, like the writers were like, we can't say schützen the glass.
We can't say schützen the glass.
Make him say it in English.
Chad didn't get off the floor for 5 minutes. And my grandma pretended like she knew what we were talking about. Mm-hmm. If it's not Secondhand Lions or Lonesome Dove, my grandma...
She didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Secondhand Lions is great.
Never seen it.
Oh,
it's a great movie.
It could easily be on your top 10.
No, it's possible.
I'm just saying it's that caliber of movie.
Yeah.
Like
we were out to dinner last night.
Without you.
Without you.
Oh, you guys were?
Yeah. There was a bunch of us. There was a lot of people.
There were, so many.
It was only you who wasn't invited.
Must have been really boring. Nobody invited
me. Before you go on, that's a good point. I'm sitting there with Valerie. Chris and Braden are to my right. We're at a hibachi place.
Okay.
And you know how hibachi place is. I don't know why we had a party at a hibachi place. You can't socialize with everybody.
No.
You can socialize with people right next to you.
Yeah.
And so Valerie's sitting there, and I said something, and Chris smirked a little bit. And she goes, you made Chris smile. I never see him smile or laugh at anything. And I was like, well, prepare for a treat. And I had him rolling for half of the dinner. I said one thing. I said one word. And him and Braden were belly laughing. And Valerie, and I turned to Valerie and I was like, see, he does laugh.
To your point, I was at the other end of the hibachi table, and so I couldn't really hear what you guys were talking about, but I heard enough to kind of gather, and Leslie and I were talking like, oh, they're discussing all the movies that Adam hasn't watched. His refusal to watch Tom Cruise movies. And it's like going through the list of, well, have you seen this Tom Cruise movie? No. Have you seen this one? No. Have you seen this one? No. Have you watched these? No.
That section of the conversation was more of like, Chris was surprised that I hadn't seen Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, I could hear him like kind of chiding you.
And he was like, you didn't, I was like, I'm just not interested.
You haven't seen the first one either, right?
No. Yeah, I'm not interested in them. Never have been.
Okay, I'm gonna
Days of Thunder.
You're gonna need to look in the camera again and apologize to all the men.
No, I'm not going to apologize for that. I don't like those things. I don't like those kinds of movies. I turned to him and I was like, oh, he was trying to convince me to watch some Brad Pitt Formula One.
F1.
This whole thing started because Braden is very into Formula One.
Him and Chris are both into it.
I'm like, what is they're just driving
guys into it as well.
Oh yeah,
they're trying to get. I think Hunter's too smart for that. Not that Chris and Braden aren't smart, but I don't think that Hunter is going to be co-opted into this. He's got other hobbies and things. But I was sitting there and I was like, I just don't get it. And Chris says, you need to see F1 with Brad Pitt. He goes, there's a lot of action in it. And I was like, do people get shot? Is it like John Wick? Because I'll watch it then. And he was like, well, no. And I was like, well, I'm not going to watch it.
They put guns on the F1 cars.
That would be cool.
Really
like rock and roll.
That's called Death Race.
Yes. So the other thing that happened when I was looking at commercials last night is I noticed that, so besides jingles being in all of the 90s commercials, is those 90s commercials were, and 80s commercials were unhinged. They were.
Oh yeah.
They were. Like you couldn't play them on television today.
Yeah.
No.
And there were a couple that really hit me. The one, Like Kmart's no longer a thing, right? Is it still
I
around?
think it's technically still around.
There
It's
might be
basically
like 10 left in the country.
Yeah. I mean, they went through a bad spell.
Yeah.
When they were trying to become, I think this was when, like, just before they went through bankruptcy, they were really trying to be relevant again.
To be Walmart.
Yeah. Yes, they're trying to beat Walmart.
Yeah.
They had the commercial, you guys might remember it, about shipping your pants. I want to be very clear that I'm saying shipping your pants. Have you guys seen this commercial?
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
It's just this guy standing there talking to a Kmart employee, and he goes, "You can ship those pants." And he goes, "I can ship these pants. You can ship the." And they talk about shipping your pants for 30 seconds.
I think I remember this.
And then it turns into, "Can I ship this mattress? Can I ship these underwear?" And it was just one thing after another, and I was rolling. And then it turned into something else. Okay, there's a type of pants called knickers. And then they played off of that, and I was like, I can't believe they did this. I can't believe it. It was wild. It was wild. But when you said it originally, like the Mentos commercial was the only.
That was my cat Peter letting my cat know that there's food ready for her.
Like she will come because it says.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we have since we're not here, we have an automatic cat feeder that goes off twice a day, and you can record a message. And so I record a message, and it's like Pavlov's cat.
Did Pavlov have a cat? I think he hated cats. I think he hated
Pavlov's dog.
It's Pavlov.
It was Pavlov's cousin. They share the same last name.
Got it. It was a different
It was
Pavlov.
a different Pavlov.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Klaus Pavlov.
Yeah, Klaus Pavlov.
And his cats.
German first name and Russian last name. A marriage if there ever was one. But no, the Mentos commercial was the only one I could even.
Schrodinger, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, Hans Schrodinger. No, the Mentos commercial was the only one I could think of off the top of my head. And I can remember, like, I'll sing that song.
I thought it was everybody. Like, we all have memories that just stick in our brain. But for me, it was that commercial. Every time I go to the gas station, and I thought, surely you guys have something. But apparently not. A commercial. I'm specifically a commercial that's just like always pops in your brain.
This will be in the back of my mind for a couple of weeks, so.
It's been 30 years for me. So.
This conversation. For the next couple of weeks.
It's wild, though, that commercials used to be such a big part of our society, and they are not now.
Well, we fast forward, we skip them, we leave the room. Yeah. Try to get away from them as much as possible.
Yeah, we scroll past them as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Commercials used to be really entertaining, too. And
I think when you were obliged to sit through them, there was an obligation from the creator to make it entertaining.
I don't think that.
And now that people know you're not watching 90% of them, like, why would they put the effort into it? That's my thought.
Yeah, I think they were trying hard because they're like, ooh, we've got them for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Our commercial is 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
Which, back in the day, you're like, oh, that's just how long they are. Now,
Oh, I saw, yeah.
Sit and watch
You got the timer now, and it goes 3 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Well, and most of the commercials now are friggin' like medications, like ED and oily discharge medications.
Oh my gosh. I saw a guy who was like, am I the only one that thinks that Snoop Dogg should be doing the commercial for Sky Rizzy? Because I want him to be like, you gotta try Sky Rizzy.
Ain't no Rizzy like a Sky Rizzy.
And the dude keeps slipping into Snoop Dogg accent. It is money.
That's
like,
funny.
yes, he needs to be the spokesman for it.
Oh my god.
When you went to the commercial thing, like I was struggling with commercials. I always just go back to movies and and I was like, I don't know, that doesn't work for the context, but that's where my mind. So I had trouble focusing. I kept going back to.
I thought everyone had that, but
movies.
apparently it is just me. That Jerry Seinfeld's American Express commercial from 1996 is just lodged in my brain and will never escape. So that's fine. I'll live with it. We all have some struggles.
Usually I have movie quotes that pop into my head when you ask questions, and this is
I do too.
the first one that came to mind was, the events of my life, my childhood, are quite inconsequential. summers in Rangoon. Blues lessons.
Billy Madison, right?
My father would drink, gamble, and womanize. Make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. He would often accuse chestnuts of being lazy. The sort of accolades that only the genius possess and the insane lament.
Okay, if you are ever absent from the show and Kaylee can't take your spot, I think we should see if Mike Myers would be willing to to sub in. That'd be great.
Yeah,
he might do it.
He might.
But I don't think Mike Myers does as good a Mike Myers impersonation as Cody does.
Should be fun. Should be fun.
Oh
man, there was something I was going to say.
I don't think that line hit me as funny the first time I saw that movie as it did just now coming from you.
My mother was a French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet.
So, back to commercials these days.
Yeah.
The whole medicine thing really is taking me off. I only see commercials whenever I watch a series on Prime. Yeah. Like Prime and YouTube, I think, are the only places I actually see a commercial these days.
Sure.
And so we were watching Castle, and so we were having to watch these stupid commercials. I have seen 200 commercials for the illness tardive dyskinesia.
Ooh, yeah.
Ever heard of it?
Tardive dyskinesia. Yeah.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You have? You know someone who actually has it?
No, it's not. It's not common. It's a side effect of having too much medication for too long for like mental illness. If you overdose someone,
it's a side effect of being on medicine.
So we're at the phase right now of we've medicated everybody so much that the now medication that we're getting out there is we're having too much medication.
There was a huge study on it because we give people these medicines for their mental health, and they started overdosing them because they would rather their patients be subdued.
Yeah. And
one of the side effects is you get these uncontrollable facial twitches, and it's a lot of times it's irreversible, and so it like ruins someone's. It's a horrible thing, and so they came out with a medication to help deal with the tardive dyskinesia.
Well, now I feel a little bad for making fun of this disease, because I'm sitting here watching this commercial, and I go to Valerie, and it's like, this is an outrage. How many people are suffering with tardive dyskinesia?
1 out of 1,000, maybe.
8?
Yeah, not very many.
9 people. 9 people are probably suffering from tardive dyskinesia. It turns out there actually are a lot of people. But I was thinking, like, there's got to be 4 people in the world.
Yeah, like all the diseases are things that you picked. That one is like the worst. Because it happens to like really like older people in like nursing homes or whatever.
Now I feel super bad.
Or it happens to kids in the foster care system.
Yeah.
Because parents are just overdosing.
It feels like there's something wrong with, we've over-medicated somebody that they've developed this other thing.
Yeah.
Here's some more medication.
Yeah, like, that's messed up.
That feels sad. Like, and your point is like it's all medical commercials now, medicine commercials, and it's like, oh, we've gotten to the point in our society where we're basically over medicating people. Sad.
Well, now I feel bad because then it's another. I know. Well, I feel bad because then like we're watching the show, and then some other medicine commercial comes on, and I turn to Valerie, and I'm like, this. It didn't matter because anyone that it was, I would say this is an outrage. Why are they wasting our time with this stupid medicine when there are 7 people who are suffering from tardive dyskinesia and they need this medicine? We should be watching that commercial. And then she laughed at me, but now she's going to cry a little bit.
Maybe don't tell her.
Yeah, she's not going to watch this. It's fine.
She might watch it. I was telling Elliot earlier, she watched a few minutes of our last week's podcast last night. Because we're videoing now, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't wearing the same hoodie 2 weeks in a row. So this is a different hoodie, in case you're curious. But she actually stood there and she watched like 10 minutes and she was laughing quite a bit. And and after 10 minutes, I said, you didn't have to sit here and watch this. And she goes, no, it was actually really, I enjoyed listening to it. And I was like, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So, good. And a lot of it was Elliot because he was
dodging.
It was
which kid he was going to pick.
She thought that was funny, but she thought that the whole hat thing was funny. I left my hat in the car today because of that, so I didn't want to speak on the thing.
And your hat is front facing. Okay, so that's a choice.
Yeah, I'm wearing it because at the age of 35, I had my head ritualistically shaven.
We've laughed once, and I'm just going to do Dr. Evil quotes.
He's locked in.
So, we don't have to go here if you guys don't want to, but it might be fun. We made it through our challenge, and we still have the coin.
Oh yeah, we need to decide who.
Yeah, I almost brought it then. I forgot.
The coin.
The coin.
Yeah, we have it. So,
I think
we want to discuss among ourselves.
I think it's one of you two. I don't think I won.
Who gets it?
Yeah.
And you're not getting it because
I did not finish the second part of the challenge.
You didn't read any books.
I read, I just didn't finish any books. I read probably 150 pages. But the book I had was like 300 pages. So
and it was only one book, wasn't it?
And that was just, I went to do this, and I didn't even get started on the second book. So,
okay.
So I'm out.
You're not going to fight for yourself?
No, I lost. Fair and square.
Okay.
You completed the spiritual challenge. You did really well. You both did the spiritual challenge.
I set an extremely low bar.
Yeah, he set a high bar and beat the high bar.
I did 11.
He went above and beyond.
I
memorized one extra verse.
Okay, you went above.
I didn't.
So something I thought of early on, but I made it to 11.
Mm-hmm.
I also memorized Psalm 23, and I read 4 books.
Did you really?
I did.
What were the books?
They were all leadership books, Christian leadership books, and that was my...
Were you required to do it?
Did you read them or did you listen to them?
I listened to them.
It doesn't count.
Counts.
I'll give you points for the
You were talking about listening to yours on the way to Texas. And that's
No, I wasn't talking about listening to. Did I talk about listening to? I was gonna bring him and I forgot to bring him.
Okay,
that's all right. I was planning on bringing him and reading him.
So I also had 4 strikes against me though. So
yeah,
4 or 3. I think it was 4.
It's at least 3. I was thinking 3, but maybe it's 4.
I don't think I had any strikes. If I did, I went to Charleston's one day and I had their half chicken and then the mashed potatoes and carrots, and I'm sure there was stuff that I shouldn't have had them in those. So I could have like a couple of strikes from that. But I did my low bar.
Do I have to decide since I'm out?
So my thought early on was everybody's playing not to lose. That was like the bar was.
I don't think that's the game I was playing.
Not to lose.
We were playing the game to beat you, but it seems like we both failed and you may have won.
No, he didn't. He had
you think you won?
He had 4 strikes. I think I won. He had like 4 or 5 strikes against him. I didn't have any. I had maybe 2 strikes against me. I was very diligent in those 30 days because Valerie was a slave driver.
He's got a strong point.
So you had 2 and I had 3.
Yeah.
I think it was 3. I'm trying to think of the 4th one. I don't think I had.
I think you had 3.
You had teriyaki sauce.
Yeah.
You had beef bouillon. You had.
It was on my broccoli. It was like a milky cheese.
Milky cheese on the
soup, like dressing.
And then was it just 3? I thought there was a 4th one.
I can't remember. I think it was 3.
I don't know, the Lord's Supper.
Well, we all got that. I didn't even think about it.
That was a wonderful moment, by the way. I was like, please let Elliot read my mind.
I think Leslie knows me in that way. Very true. It's pretty funny. You guys decide.
We don't have to decide.
Roll it over to the next challenge.
Or we can just kick it out to the families and let them decide. Usually they're pretty good at it.
Why don't...
No, they'd not. Not if we go with the firstborns.
No.
Asher, I'm talking to you, dude. I should have won the bake-off, by the way.
Hey, we should...
So I was planning to win.
Why don't we post the video and see whoever puts the most comments and says...
No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that crap, okay? Because what's going to happen... Well, I don't know. Your kids,
trying to see if it's going to be in your favor.
Your kids may turn on you.
I'm out. I lost. I'll admit it. I think it's in the run between you two. So...
Well, let's just be objective about it. How many...
There were 2 challenges. Both of you completed both challenges. I only completed one of the challenges.
Yeah.
So I'm disqualified.
From the food perspective, I had maybe 2 strikes against me.
You won the food challenge.
Yeah.
Because your spiritual challenge was harder, even though you both completed it, I would give you a little bit of an edge. But
no,
it's both of you completing it.
Yeah.
So technically you did what you said you were going to do. We all agreed to it. So I guess I'm talking myself into thinking Adam won. Because he won the food challenge, and he did what he said he was going to do.
Son?
All right. Where's my coin?
That's in my house. I forgot to bring it today. I'll bring it.
You don't keep it on your person?
I'll bring it tomorrow.
Just to clarify, so you're not saying that my extra effort in the other spiritual disciplines have any weight?
Basically, because the challenge, when we all sat down and agreed to the challenge, you said your challenge, you said your challenge, and I said my challenge, and we all said, yep, those are good challenges. That would have been the point, to be like, yours is too weak, or it needs to be up.
Or that would have been the time to say, hey guys, if I complete y'all's challenges, maybe that gives me more points. Because then that would give us the opportunity to do it too. I didn't even have the opportunity to read. I didn't know that it was going to help the competition if I had read a couple of books or I'd done all the witnessing. That wouldn't have changed my 30 days.
I'm just saying that's the difference between playing not to lose and playing to win.
That's playing by a different set of rules.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. That's like
it's like taking a test and then writing an extra essay at the end and expecting extra points, and the teacher's like, "I didn't tell you I was going to give you extra points. Good for you. You got the benefit of that, but I'm not giving you extra points."
Right.
So you were doing that like on the down low the whole time, because this, for those who aren't our family members, this was going on for 30 days.
Yeah.
And we talked to each other many times over those 30 days.
Yeah, about halfway through it, I was thinking about the disciplines, and I was like, I could do theirs as well.
What a dog. I almost think you lose points for doing that and not telling us. I'm definitely
I respect it. And I should have seen it coming, because that's exactly what Cody
did. That is that's
He'd be like, I can do what you're doing.
I'll make the argument that Adam's discipline almost doesn't even qualify. He took the most famous chapter out of the entire Bible that everybody in the world already has memorized.
That's not true.
Yes, it was in a song, and everybody has at least
most
2/3 of it memorized.
Familiar with Psalms 23, yes.
Yeah. Well,
however,
a third of it.
However, the time to bring that up would have been at the beginning when you said, "Okay, sounds good."
And I will say,
well, you guys already said that mine was more difficult and it carried more weight with it.
No. What our point was?
You said that already.
Our point was that for us, it would have been more difficult. We're all in different places. We're all more comfortable doing different things. Okay, so like me getting back into, or really like diving for the first time into memorizing scripture, it was a little daunting. Like, okay, I don't just have to memorize one verse. I've got to get all 6 verses, and they've all got to be right. And it took me a while to really discipline my mind to get that. Okay, not as hard for you. You've been doing scripture memory pretty diligently for 4 years now, 5 years. Okay, not as hard for you probably. Okay, a little bit harder for me. Now, I don't think I would have had a problem with witnessing to 10 people. Like I don't have a problem doing that. I share the gospel as often as I can whenever it comes up in conversation with people. Reading books, I love reading books. That wouldn't have been super hard for me either. But we're all in different places. Like it's not like
it was a challenge for you.
Yeah, that was your challenge that you set up. This was my challenge that I set up. And Elliot was he said that he was having trouble finishing those books, and that's why he picked that challenge, right?
And then failed.
Okay. So it's difficult by comparison.
I don't agree with that, but I will give myself another mark against me. Because and we can look back over the text messaging, I do not think that I ever encouraged you guys to make sure you were engaging with the spiritual discipline that you chose.
It wasn't until the very end.
I think I let my competitive mind go, well, I'm not going to remind them so that they won't do it, which is a mark against me.
Oh, you were just playing the game. But it wasn't, we didn't bring it up until like the Sunday before it was over. And when Cody was like, there's no way he's going to read 2 books in 3 days or whatever.
Yeah, I was done by that point. I was cooked.
Yeah. I did decide after graduating with my cognate in leadership that if that's what I chose, I was going to start reading books in leadership to continue my education in it. So you kind of inspired me to do that, and it's been beneficial.
You're welcome.
So keep the coin.
I think he doesn't get to keep the coin because he failed.
You get it.
It's not pity.
I do have homework maybe for you if you guys agree with this. We talked about having the chess piece from the Count of Monte Cristo.
To the family.
You might enjoy this. You may say, never mind, we'll do something different. But it might be cool if, you made them, turned them on a lathe. You have one, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it would be a fairly simple. I mean, up until you get to the crown of each.
Make it big. Make it a massive chess piece that we have to carry.
That would be easier to make.
Kings to you, Fernand.
No, I don't want to.
No, I don't want to carry it.
Is that a giant candlestick? Or is that
so it might be fun to make a king and a queen that we can pass out to our wives. And we talked about having a queen for
the ladies.
The ladies,
and what we would just hold on to the king if there's, because we can only have one out at a time, right?
Yeah. So the king would be kind of a more permanent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Leslie laughed at when she was talking about when we were talking about the individual challenges that we were gonna put on each other. She was like, "Of course, the English major picked writing stories."
I think that's good.
I think it's good too.
Her suggestion was, she said, "I think you guys need to pick a biblical truth and see who comes up with the best analogy to describe that truth." And I was like, that's actually a pretty good idea because I'm good at that.
That's a short.
It's very short.
It's very
easy. Yeah, it's very easy.
We can try that. I really would like. So, yes, I do want to do the short stories, but I think that there's something to us challenging each other that was super beneficial.
Yeah,
and I'm seeing it as in the wake of this 30-day food challenge. I am eating like a raccoon in a garbage can. I am not doing well at all. It is last night after dinner, I went home, I had 8 pieces of candy. And I was like, well, I guess this is what I'm doing the rest of the night. Not feeling good. But when I was in competition, when I had something driving me, it was very easy to stay disciplined. So it's been a very fascinating having that challenge aspect. So regardless of what we pick, I do think that the coin should circulate regularly, like the card, which we haven't changed hands with the cards in quite a while.
You haven't been funnier than me in a long time.
I almost think Cody should get it for his Dr. Evil impersonation.
I would agree.
We were both laughing pretty good at that.
Yeah.
That I do carry on.
Yeah, I figured. But
I think the writing thing I think that's a good challenge because it to say that it's skewed in your favor is kind of accurate, but also
it's not beyond your reach.
No, there are plenty of people who write and write well, and they don't have an English major or
a lot of them. In fact, probably I would argue that you're probably better off not having that. I didn't challenge you guys to write a song. or to perform a song.
Cody, you earned it today.
Don't flick it at me because it's made out of metal.
I know, I'm not going to.
Reach over
It's
here.
the handing off of the cards. It's like if you have a.
Yeah, the Dr. Evil one made that made me laugh. Dr. Evil.
That was
pretty
pretty good.
funny.
We also have verses on the back of it. I don't know if that's focusing or not, but
Which you're supposed to have memorized.
Yeah.
Do you have them memorized? They're in my regular rotation of scripture memory, so I keep them.
yeah, that is part of it. We can.
Both of you are better than me. I think that's the gist of today's podcast. You guys are well on your way.
Okay, so Asher was super excited about the idea of writing short stories. Have you mentioned it to your kids?
No.
I'd be interested to see what your kids think about it. Because I bet Kate would be on board with it.
Oh, Kate's already writing stories.
Yeah,
she's
so is Asher.
she's got all these amazing stories. She kind of goes dark though a little bit. Like it's kind of, I mean, in a fun way. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. So.
Well, you haven't read the book that I self-published, so I mean, it's pretty dark at places.
I do. I need to read that.
Cody's read it. It's not very good. It's not very good. Like,
what is your book saying? What's the name of your book?
Living Sacrifice.
Living Sacrifice. And
It's not great.
Can you find it on Amazon?
Yeah.
I'll have to. I will buy it, and it'll sit on my shelf, and I will not read it like all the other books that I don't read. But I'll start it.
I don't even know if I have a copy laying around. I'll let you. I got the one that you marked up.
yeah,
I'll just bring it to you. It's not great. It's not great. But if you want to read it, I'll bring it to you.
I think one of the things that I told him was it's a book.
Mm-hmm. I finished it.
Like it's a real book. It's got characters. It reads like a book. It feels like one. Like the story has the right flow. It's not like you're reading something and you're like, this person just had no idea how to write.
This is just a monkey at a typewriter.
Yeah.
That compliment reminded me of this show. I don't remember what it was, but somebody was performing and they asked their friend, how was it? And they're like, the lighting was so good.
Sounds like something out of Friends.
Yeah, I think it was Friends. And it was a book.
Hey, how about that German accent?
It's like when
all of your V's were W's.
it's like when a movie only wins an Academy Award for the costumes.
Yeah. Nothing else was great, but the costumes. Good job.
Yeah. What was the story? Not really sure. The costumes, though.
Now I want to read it even more because I know it's a book.
But the reason I brought it up is mine's pretty dark. It's got some.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would matter. It doesn't matter to me.
No,
Yeah, the whole tone of the book is very dark and apocalyptic.
Yeah. So, but I think we may find good response from our families from it. And like I pointed out when I first pitched it, my brother has just completed a collection of 5 short stories, and the first one especially that he wrote is unbelievably good.
Can I buy that book on Amazon?
You will soon. Yeah, he's almost got it. But it is so good.
Would you be insulted if I read his book before yours?
No, it's a lot easier to read than mine.
Also, I mean, you can come up with a challenge that's skewed in your favor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to come up with one that's not.
Yeah.
And that's
Can we do a challenge about not finishing books?
Well, you've already won.
The challenge is to not read anything for a month. You cannot read anything.
Not allowed to read anything.
It's not a stop sign.
Not a stop.
No. Can't read your speedometer.
Yeah. No text message.
Yeah. Oh man, no text message.
That would be it.
That would be man. I don't know if my marriage would survive if we couldn't text message for a month. Valerie has to have an outlet for, like, she's homeschooling those kids, and she's got to tell me about it. You know, does Leslie do that with you?
Sometimes, yeah.
So I just think maybe we should rotate. Like Cody came up with the last challenge. Well, one of us needs to come up with the next challenge.
Yep.
And we'll just rotate.
All right. You pitched it first, so maybe yours should be the first challenge.
Okay.
And it will be challenging.
Writing a short story is it's deceptively difficult.
Oh, I imagine.
It's very difficult to do. Yeah. I took a short story creative writing class at college, and the professor was a published author of short stories. Like, that's what she was known for. Her name was Grace Moshe. She was very good. And she ended up saying that you needed to have like 30 to 50 pages of backstory for like a 3-page.
I was gonna say, what
short
qualifies as a short story? Like, what's the qualifier?
I haven't looked it up.
Is there a page limit, a word count? Like,
yeah, it's like
I don't want to accidentally write a story.
I think anything past like 20,000 words gets out of the short story.
Okay.
You don't want to accidentally go more than 20,000 words.
I can just
I'm
see
afraid
it.
I'm going to be like, oh crap,
Yeah.
I wrote another novel. Dang it.
He's at 20,001. I gotta cut it out.
He's
Gotta cut it. Surely there's an article.
This is the fear. Like, his fear wasn't that he couldn't come up with something creative, but it was going to be too good for too long.
Yeah. Oh man. Let's just time out right
Guys,
now.
what if I accidentally write the next Lord of the Rings? Does that count, or is it like?
Because I know you'd be like, nope, disqualified. It's too long.
Should we have some rules like
Yeah,
like no fan
I just
fiction?
need parameters about what. Yeah, I've never written short stories.
It essentially just needs to have a beginning, middle, and end. And I'm gonna say that it can't be too short because there's this thing called microfiction where there's like 3 sentences. It's almost like a haiku.
Yeah.
Right. So I'd say it needs to be at least 500 words.
Okay, I really need the minimum. That's,
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I figured.
I don't know if 500. That's not very many words.
I know. It's.
not-
I mean, you're looking at 2 pages. That's a super short story.
Yeah, you'd have to be on point with that one.
Yeah, because you may not. I don't. Yeah, you have to be super. You probably have to be really talented to hit 500 words and make a really compelling story. You're probably going to hit in the range of 2,000 to 10,000 would be my guess.
I feel like Elliot might try and use his commercial knowledge and start. They'll have one word, but it's like a paragraph long. Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy.
That was another good commercial.
That was a good commercial.
You want to take a collect call from Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy.
No.
Who was
No.
it? It was Bob. They had a baby. It's a boy.
Yeah, I'd say like 2,000 to 10,000 words. I'll do a little more research and see what it is.
2,000 to 10,000?
2,000 to 10,000.
Not 2 to 10,000.
Not 2. He died.
That's
the story.
The end. Question mark. Ooh.
We
Story
need
goes
a-
differently.
We do need a start and end date for it. So, what's today? The 11th.
Well, I have an idea.
Okay.
We could write them, and I mean this is a long stretch of time, but we could write them and present them at Lake Travis. Is that
I think that's too far.
too far? You want to start right now?
You want to give us like a month or something like that?
Yeah, I figured 30 days is more than enough time to write a short story. You should really be able to write one in a week if you just plow through it.
It'd be like the end of May.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That gives like 40 days.
Yeah.
If we wait till the end of
All right. We don't have to hash out all the parameters now, but we can get there.
May. Okay. So, short story competition.
Sure.
You're so excited. I'm glad we're videoing this because you're just like, I hate this.
And this one isn't about not doing something. Like the last challenge was about
Not eating.
not doing
sugar and
anything
stuff like
for
that.
30 days. This is going to be,
do something.
yeah. There is no like procrastination is not going to work.
I mean, you
Oh,
could.
I don't know.
You could. Douglas Adams famously wrote the entire Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in one weekend. The first book.
Yeah.
Now it's very short. It's only like 200 pages, but he was way past his deadline. His agent locked him in a hotel room for a weekend, Friday to Sunday, and he just wrote the whole thing.
Elliot, you're not Douglas Adams.
He might be.
That's
what.
that is the beauty of
That's,
writing.
yeah, that's why I like this idea. Because have you ever written a short story? Like maybe in high school?
Yeah, in high school or something, maybe a creative writer.
Yeah, like you typically, and this is no disrespect, but you don't like indulge your creative side like that very often. And I'm very interested to see what you're going to come up with. I'm very interested to see what you're going to come up with. Like this is, I think you initiated the 30-day challenge, the last one, thinking to yourself, you wanted to win, obviously, because you did our disciplines too. But I think that there was a part of you in the back of your mind that was like, I don't really care if I win because I want to see what these guys are going to do. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't really care if mine's the best short story or not, but I do want to see what you guys come up with.
That's a good attitude. I do want mine to be the best.
That's some bumping music.
What is that?
Is your cat playing music now? Because we're a little bit out in the country. It's a little scary when you hear pumping music out in the country and you don't know its origin.
Is there a car out in my driveway that?
I see one.
Okay, so we'll hash out the details, and then, but we should probably let our families know. Wives, children, everybody's open to it. What time is it?
8:38.
Okay. Got a little bit of time.
Everyone's invited to do the challenge.
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone who wants to write a short story.
Anyone
Competition.
Anyone in the families.
The three families.
The three families. Yeah.
Like, I like the three families, but I do feel like you need like two more so you can call it the five families. But
just from The Office?
No, from the five families. It's from like the gangsters in the 70s in New York. There were like five families.
Were there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a family, yeah.
Did you know that?
It's true. But yes,
I mean,
The Office
when you said the
references
three families, I did kind of go to like a mob.
A mob family, yeah. The three families. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Three's not enough. You need like...
You need five?
You need an odd number, but you need five. 5 or 7, like the 7 families. You get more than 7, it's 5's kind of the perfect number. 3's almost like, that's not enough families.
Would the other men have to be on the podcast? Because I don't think I want to do a podcast with anybody else.
We could just reference that there are 5 families and never see the other families.
They're out there.
They're out there.
We could write short stories about those.
Yes.
People.
Ooh, mine.
You'll know them by their big gold chains.
All the hamburgers coming out of their chest.
Yeah, that's right.
I said the word hamburger to some kid that I work with because he doesn't wear an undershirt, or he's got a wife beater or something, but he always keeps his shirt open and you see his chest hair. And one day I was like, man, you got some hamburger coming out there. He goes, I didn't eat any hamburger. And I was like, oh, I'm old. Never mind.
Too Fast and Too Furious is where that came from, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's.
That's right.
I think his name is Tyrese.
Yeah.
He was like, look at you looking all Miami with the suits on and the hamburger meat coming out of your shirt.
I like Tyrese. He's fun. Mm-hmm. This kid that I work with, we were talking the other day, and he goes, now I'm 45, right? So he goes, yeah, my dad really likes that. You know, he's like 43, and I was like,
yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. And
yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to be your dad. Legitimately.
Yeah.
I could be your dad. Not like, it's not close anymore.
Yeah.
Used to, it was like, oh, I'm like 13 years older than you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe. But now it's like,
now you're working with and interacting with people on a regular basis. You're like,
I could have accidentally
been your father.
Yeah. I could have accidentally been your father 2 times over.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're like,
yeah. Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Well, anything else, guys?
No.
I'm still seeing the fruits of the 30-day challenge of not being able to like eat anything. Not just from like a health side, but the willingness to engage in things that are difficult and how effective community is. Like I'm seeing like it apply across a lot of different realms. I can't think of specific things right now, but I keep going,
It really is interesting to see how valuable accountability community is. We don't do it a lot in our culture, in this society. We are very individualistic. And so to go through a challenge where it's like, okay, this really sucks, but I'm doing it with other people, is really helpful. And it is. It's like, wow, we need more of this in our life. Mm-hmm. Like everybody needs more of this in your life. You need to find somebody to help you do hard things. Because you're probably not going to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And it's good to do hard things. And it's easier to do hard things when you're doing them with other people. Yeah.
And sometimes you enter into it and you see the benefit to it, and you're like, this is so helpful, this is such a good thing, and you're praising it. And then you decide, I no longer need accountability. And you just throw up the deuce.
Those people.
And you leave and you eat 9 pieces of candy in one night.
Yep. Yeah. Because you just feel sad. You
got no one to talk to.
Yeah. I don't know what it, like, that's also been for me. Like,
the group is open, come back, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
You need it.
Well, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it last night because I was like, I noticed a legitimate difference when we were doing the 30 days. I had this. I'm listening to this Tony Robbins interview, and he was talking about being pushed and being pulled, and I felt like I was both being pushed and pulled during that time, and now I don't have either one of those things. And I was like,
Does he say both of those are good, or one of those?
Yeah, he said the best one is being pulled. Yeah. Whenever you found being pulled is like when you found what you were meant to do. Like he believes he's found what he's meant to do, and that's helping people and talking to them and helping them have breakthroughs and things like that, which he's obviously very good at. He's been doing it, going all over the world doing it. But I'm sitting here thinking, I obviously haven't found that from a dietary perspective or a self-discipline perspective. But the really great thing is that at least I was able to taste it for 30 days. For 30 days, I was like, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to be super disciplined and super motivated, because I am apparently a very undisciplined, lazy person in general, I think. I do the things that I have to do, but if it's a hard thing I don't have to do, I don't do it. And I just keep thinking, like, what, aside from having, like, the thing that I had was competition. Yeah. And I had Valerie pushing me, and I didn't want to lose face in front of you guys. Yeah. But I don't have that anymore. But if I just create it artificially, that's not going to work. But I've got to figure out how to find that, how to have that. So that's what I'm struggling with right now. Yeah. You guys don't have any super deep insights or anything?
Well, I would say I think you need to find the thing you want to do, right? Like, you don't have to do his challenge, you don't have to do my challenge, but you need to decide, like, this is what I want to do. And then just say, Cody and Elliot, help me be accountable to do that thing.
Yeah, but what's at stake? Like,
well,
that's where it comes with the, what do you want to do? Like, you don't want to eat candy, 9 pieces of candy a night because it makes you feel crappy. Like, okay, is that worthwhile to say, I don't want to do this anymore? And then ask us to be like, you decide the thing that you want to do, and then you ask for help in that, and that's that accountability.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's enough for me though. Like,
I bet it would be. I bet if you came to us and said, I don't want to do this thing, help hold me accountable, we would tease you mercilessly if you failed. We would encourage you to not fail. Like, and that would be the thing that you need.
Yeah, but I don't think I care.
You do.
I don't. No, I really don't. I think what I wanted was the coin. No. It bothered me. No, I really did. And I had a wife who was pushing me to not lose, to not be a loser.
I guarantee that if you actually said, these are the things I want to do, and made a challenge and came to us and said, help me do this, because that's your motivation part, and say because you have to have the buy-in to be like, I want this and I want enough help to do this. We would supply the motivation for you.
I still think there's got to be something at stake. Like,
you guys test it.
All right, let me put my thinking cap on. What do you think?
Well, it's hard sometimes for me to put the processes I come up with in my head out loud, but the whole idea, like we went into this with, this is going to be 30 days, and immediately I started thinking about what does the next 30 days look like. The phase 2 part is what we came up with. And I kept having, it took me a while to get it across to Jessica that the phase 2 it's not freedom from phase 1, it's a little bit of freedom from phase 1. That you put in all this effort to make a lot of correction over 30 days. and then you've made it. You've got yourself back. Like, okay, I could live here. I don't want to, but I could, and it's where I should be living. Phase 2 is let's widen the road a little bit so I have some room to move around. Because there's freedom in that of you get to be free from the things that you are struggling with. That phase 2 is just let me loosen up a little bit. And everything is a progression. Like you have to stair step things, and nobody lives in a diet. A diet is not a lifestyle. It's this was some YouTuber, but diet's not a lifestyle. It's a tool,
right? And
you use it to get you back on course. But then you go into maintenance, where you're maintaining what you did.
Yeah. What I'm getting at, though, and I agree with everything you're saying. I need a steak, not just a good steak, but I mean, so I've got to lose. There has to be something that I'm going to lose if I fail. Because what I was going to lose was dignity, and I was going to lose a competition. And I didn't want to lose either of those things. I didn't want to lose face in front of either of you guys.
Do you think that you didn't lose dignity and face when you said you were out?
Here in the second challenge?
Yeah.
No, because there was no challenge. There was nothing at stake.
So what's at stake is the same thing. If you choose to be in, then you lose our dignity and respect if you quit. So by choosing to get in, you're choosing to... Because I agree with you, because we gave you that out. Like, you didn't have to pick challenge 2. But if you had said, I'm in for phase 2, and then had been like, on day 3, be like, I'm ready to quit, guys. We'd been like, you're going to lose respect and dignity if you quit.
Well,
you didn't have to start.
He was in on phase 2. You had a plan.
And then I have a plan, and I have been.
So you're in. You just haven't been doing it. Oh, you've lost all my dignity.
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't care.
No. Oh, you're gonna. I'm not done with you yet.
Granted, yeah, because I did have a plan. I had a plan of like I was going to eat 2 plates. I wasn't going to snack, and I've pretty much held to that. Like I have, and I've been maintaining it like a pretty consistent 186 to 188 in terms of my weight. It's not where I would like to be, and that's the other thing I've been thinking is like. I would really rather just go ahead and push on through and get down to 165, 170 because I think I would feel better about myself. I'd feel better in general, like a lot of good things. But man, like, I really wanted that coin. And I really wanted my wife. I think also I wanted her to be proud of me. And she said to me several times, I don't know if your wife did this. I don't think Leslie did. I think Leslie teased you quite a bit, didn't she?
No, she did. She did.
Okay.
My wife's not proud of me for doing the same thing she just did.
Well, that's
yeah. So I have told Jessica how proud I am of her because sticking with it is that's hard to do, and you guys helped tremendously in that with her.
Well, Valerie told me she was proud of me. I think I just got to spend some time thinking about this because I need something. There needs to be something that I risk losing. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to do it. Because I was doing it.
Okay, well then come up with something that you don't want to lose.
So I did hear this on this podcast I'm listening to. This woman, she's got the podcast called The Big Deal, and she was interviewing Tony Robbins. It was a really good interview. I'll send it to you guys. But she was trying to do something, and her husband is a Navy SEAL, and he was like, "No, you got to have something at stake." I was thinking about this before I heard the podcast, so it was good timing. But she was like, "Well, do I put money up?" Or he goes, "No, you can't do anything like that." And he said, "I want you to write a check out to the Socialist Party of America and make it not a small amount of money, but not a huge amount. But the thing that you're actually doing is your name is going to be on their donor list forever if you lose." And I was like, "That is a good one."
That's a good one. I was going to say we could take Asher from you if you fail.
You can't take him. You can't take any of my kids.
You want another kid?
I said we'd take him. I didn't say we'd keep him. I don't know where he's going. So you don't get him.
So that's how you get around what the church needs you to do is you just take someone else's kid and then get rid of that kid.
Sure.
Maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Mind that.
Well, come up with something that you don't want to lose. And there has to be if you're, I'm just spitballing here, but if your weight goes above 186 before May 1st or June 1st, you blank.
Yeah, I'm going to have to think about it.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is I don't want to be in a perpetual state of... I mean, I would think that at a certain point it would become a lifestyle. But man, being hungry sucks. And you know what tastes good? Candy.
Yeah. That's
well, and that's why why I built in the cheat meals for once a week. That makes a huge difference. Being able to go, okay, I'm gonna have something that I want, and I don't have to think about.
No.
No, more to come.
No.
More to come. Closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. This is Beans, Vanilla, and Heresy, as recommended by Cloud. The Singaporean doing a Swedish accent.
Cloud, what's up?
Cloud. Not to be confused with Klaus from Die Hard, because it's not. It's Hans from Die Hard.
Sorry again, everybody.
And our special thanks to Jerry Seinfeld for being stuck in my brain for 30 years. All right.
All right.
Peace.